Welcome, 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 everybody. I am Luscious Balzac of FJRD. With me is Brandon from Oxy.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you so much for coming and co-casting with me. Like trying to cover everything in a match by yourself gets really exhausting really quickly. So I thank you.
It's my pleasure. I kept asking Ralphie, hey, is it being casted? Like, I want to watch. And, sometimes, like last year, it was about seeing what people are doing. This year, I just want to see good matches.
That's fair. Yeah, it should be a good match tonight. I'm excited to see this matchup. We got Black Pants Legion versus FJRD Junkyard Dogs. Me personally being a FJRD pilot, I know a lot of these FJRD pilots, so I might be a little biased rooting for my guys to win, but I'm gonna try to remain impartial.
You
So
know, I'll do my best because I'm a BPL lover. We skirmish them a lot. They're very friendly with us, so I'm rooting for them. A little biased.
there we go. We got both sides of the spectrum.
Yes, love it.
Alrighty.
Well, looks like BPL got their six in.
Yep, looks like Pitts is just waiting on one more of his pilots to show up, but that's fine. I'm not worried about timers. It's a low
Mhm.
division match. Everybody's kind of new to it. They're trying to get stuff all set up.
I'm the type of person where if we're in the lobby and you tell me it's gonna be an hour, I'll wait because I want to play that match.
That yes, yes.
Little extreme, but you know, it's all fun here.
Yeah, no, I get it. Uh, having played for FJRD's main team, we're usually getting on two 2 to 2.5 hours in advance of a match, and we're practicing.
Wow.
Yeah, we're dropping quick play, we're dropping private lobbies, we're making sure that everything feels right.
I love private lobby skirmishes, even one-on-ones. It helps a lot, and I think a lot of people should start experimenting with that if they haven't.
I agree. Private lobbies are good, and honestly, I don't know if you use the training academy, but I enjoy going there a lot to practice on torso twisting, uh, practicing, actually aiming, because you can do the waves. I forget what that challenge is called, but essentially the training academy will just send wave after wave after wave of mechs towards you. So you can work on focusing down components in a much easier setting than going into quick play or a private lobby.
That's some really good advice, and I honestly could tell you, yeah, I haven't touched the training academy since years probably, but that's a good resource to know about.
Yeah, and like I said, it also helps with torso twisting because there's another challenge where you're just basically running through gates trying to um, survive as long as possible and go around as many times as possible while getting shot by stationary mechs. So the more that you torso twist, the more that you shield, the longer you survive, and it helps drill the sense of torso twisting. So I don't know.
No, no, it's repetition in a non-pressure situation. It's good.
Yeah, I like I said, it's one of those things. Like not a lot of people use the training academy. Not a lot of people know about it. I'm a big advocate for it. I enjoy it. Anyways,
Yeah.
what do you expect to see with this upcoming match?
Well, I was gonna ask you if you think there if any of the teams are gonna go minimum tonnage or if they're gonna both cap out max.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm honestly thinking that both teams are likely going to go max tonnage all drops.
Yeah, toying with what we're you're gonna go max tonnage too. I'm curious if anyone will try like a pure light minimum tonnage rush.
That's curious. I'm I personally am curious if somebody will feign the minimum tonnage, right? So they drop two two extremely light mechs, like what is it? Flea, it's 20 tons, right?
Yeah, flea, locust,
Yeah.
flea.
So you drop two fleas. That's 40 tons out of your what 235 that you're allowed to get for minimum tonnage. And then the next four mechs, you just fill up the tonnage with heavies. So you have four heavies, two lights, but you're sitting there at minimum tonnage.
You'd still have to take some mediums in there. I mean, I would honestly at that point burn the three like fleas. I'd burn three fleas, take the fire ants, and then just push
Oh,
in with something like the rest of the three max as much ton as you can for
okay,
scavenge. I
okay,
think that I'm curious though. I mean, you never want to leave tonnage on the table, right? Like usually
yeah.
that means something's gonna be off. Um, but it's the first drop. First drops are usually filling out each team, seeing what their preference is, and if it's going to be a cap game or brawl.
Yeah, I personally I see this game as being more inclined to brawl, just because it's gonna take so long to get the win by the cap points by simply having 2 points, two out of the three.
With Emerald Vale, in particular, it's just so closed in that I can't fathom a cap game from either team.
Yeah, that is completely fair. It is a relatively small map. You're what your side caps are only 1,000 meters roughly from from Theta, the center cap.
Yeah, I mean, Theta's in a really good position, considering where the outside caps are. Theta on this map, usually you don't go Theta first, but Theta on this one, I think is going to be what we see from everyone.
Oh yeah, I expect to see a Theta rush from literally every match like
Yeah.
that's on Emerald. Not just this match, but I'm talking, you know, like DPS versus CXF. I'm talking, you know, I don't know all the teams that are playing this
There's a
tournament.
lot this
Honestly,
year.
there's
A
like
lot.
52 teams.
Yeah, this year is stacked. I love to see it.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how much ISC has grown, especially over the last 2 years.
Well, and
Like,
I think that's just because the community is getting more involved in these smaller groups, right? These six groups and like three groups that are coming together. We're not seeing like these massive units all the time. Now it's like these little nice niche units coming in too.
that's true. That is true. We're also seeing, larger units. Uh, they tend to lose some pilots here and there, which is fine. Those pilots will
It
go and
happens.
build their own unit, and then that unit grows, and then they get a team, two teams, three teams.
Yep, and then someone branches off and starts the cycle again.
Exactly. Love to see
Yeah.
it in this game.
Yeah, I try to tell everyone, like even if like no one drops with me for comp, I'm willing to teach comp because I think comp is truly the best mode of this game and all of its variations, and so I want to see it thrive more than anything personally.
Yeah. Um, Honestly, one thing that comp does really well is teaching you how to call multiple targets in one breath.
Ooh.
Like, not gonna
Yeah.
lie, uh, FJRD we're a known faction play unit, and we're
Yep.
constantly dropping faction play. Our unit leader, Iron Wolf Pack 64, he can literally call every target with the call sign, the letter, the chassis, its position. He can call all 12 enemy mechs in a single breath in like 5 seconds. It's crazy. He's so fast at just rapid firing it off. And then
That's crazy.
listening to him in comp matches, his brain's going like a million miles a minute, and he's sitting there analyzing everything that's happening in real time, calling targets, calling where, like, if there's a component that needs to be taken out, he has it covered.
It's not easy. To you callers out there, I salute you. I try calling for my team. It's rough. It's hard.
Yep, big props
Thank
to
you.
all our shot callers out there.
I try to tell people a bad call is still better than no call.
Yes.
So don't be afraid to speak up and try.
Yes, I completely agree. Because, worst case, it fails. Worst case, you lose and you're out of the match.
Okay, yeah. Best case, you call something, people follow through, it works, great. It doesn't, but you learn, you grow, you try again.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, calling, it's crazy.
So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What mechs do you expect to see a lot of from this tournament?
I think we all know right off the bat we're gonna see Chargers, we're gonna see Crusaders. Those are gonna be guaranteed. I don't know about higher divs. I play like GNX in faction play a lot, but for comp, I don't know if it applies to the higher divs, but at least for where we're around, Crusaders and Chargers are bread and butter. You just have to know when to use them and what to pair them with.
That's fair. That's fair. Me personally, I'm thinking it's going to depend on the maps, right? So,
Yeah.
Like Emerald Vale, I can expect to see, like, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't burn the Crusaders or the Chargers on Emerald Vale personally.
No. So we had a skirmish with BPL this week. We're not in their division, but yeah, it's a situation where it's like the first match, like I said, where you're trying to fill things out. I would burn mechs that you don't want to use later on.
Yeah. I think for the longer range maps, you're gonna see a lot more like stalkers and corsairs.
I mean, so for me, missiles and comp is it's not often, but it happens. Stalkers are just solid choice.
Oh yeah, stalkers. You can do the 4 binary or the 6 large lasers, 6 ER large, whatever it is, whatever the blue build is.
I'll give you guys a fun build, and it's not something I'll see in comp or use. 4 of the large X pulse that it can alpha without ghost heat, HSLs, whatever, but it has 2 snubs, and it's so fun to run, but you have to acknowledge that it's XL, and you're gonna die. You will die.
It just sounds hot.
But so you just lay on those 4 large X pulse, and you could sit there for, honestly, it feels like about a minute before you have to stop.
Are you using single heat sinks with that just to get? No,
I'm pretty sure they're doubles. I mean, because it's XL, right? So you just free up a lot of tonnage. But yeah, it's double heat sinks.
Sheesh.
The XL or the HSL helps out a lot.
See, I would think you'd want to try and run single heat sinks.
Ooh, look at the board here.
Oh, we are good.
Wow.
Green means go.
Getting those teams to lock in now looks amazing.
Alrighty, let's go. Alright, prediction, who's going to win?
Honestly, I know how Fjord plays. I've skirmished with BPL. I can't give you I think it's going to be a 50-50. I think it's going to come down to the mech lab and staying together, focus fire.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think they're gonna be focusing legs more or CTs?
So I come from Mech Warrior 2, 3, 4. That community back then going for legs was frowned upon, but we're in a comp setting. You need to kill those mechs fast. You're going legs and backs.
That's fair. Get them fast.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where honor is great and all, but you're in a comp setting. You need that mech down. You
Yep.
take it down. I see a lot of people hate on the flamers. Same reason. Honestly, comp and flamers, it's hand in hand. You're gonna see them.
Comp and flamers. You know, I honestly I haven't seen flamers used in comp in a long time.
I know I wouldn't say heavily relied on them, but I will say almost every comp last year we probably had a flamer mech, whether it's an Arctic Cheetah, or sorry, Arctic Wolf or a Flea Fire Ant. If you can get one of their assaults to shut down, that mech's off the board.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
I have no idea why my stream overlay is not refreshing.
Oh no.
Just a moment. There we go. Now it's updated. We got back Black Pants Legions with 3 Crusader 6Ts, a Flea, and 2 Urban Mech R60s. They are burning the Crusaders early. They want that win.
Yes. Yep. I see that over there.
Looks like on Hunters of the Fjordlands, Junkyard Dogs, we got a Hunchback, an Osiris, a Blackjack, Crusader, Firestarter, another Hunchback.
Yeah. I'm stunned to see Crusaders on the board.
Yeah, so many. We got BPL going up towards Kappa, just murder balling, while Junkyard Dogs is spread out pretty wide, trying to.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to figure out where BPL is, but if they haven't seen that the entire group's at Kappa already, then I don't know where their attention's at then.
You know, on this map, I always figured quick play thinking's gonna happen, where both teams are gonna take their sides, and that's what happened here.
Yep, both teams took their sides, but it looks like BPL's gonna get closer to Theta. They're gonna get balled up on Theta.
Oh, first engagement.
We got Crusader taking shots, throwing out shots. Looks like the Urban Mech's running racks of some sort. Yep, just blasting Pitts' Hunchback. BPL's swarming all over Theta, which is good.
Yeah, I got some crazy textures going on here. Yes, so I see a bunch of little mini fights happening out here in these smokestacks here.
Yeah. Also, take a look at all the UAVs.
Yes, yeah, knowledge is king in comp, and you have it there.
Alright, looks like we got a really big fight by the smokestacks right now. ATAC's Crusader Trail got legged, it's down.
We got the other Crusader that's starting to be focused, he's legged. Looks like he is down himself.
Ooh, looks like all 3 of BPL's Crusaders have gone down. It's up to the Flea and the Urban Mechs from BPL if they want to clutch this. Looks like Jebel's about to go down in his Firestarter. Jebel goes down. It's a 2v3.
Oh.
Pitts in a Hunchback. Pitts in a Hunchback. Malicious in an Osiris. Facing off against 2 Urban Mechs. And a Flea.
No. Percentages. Pitts is taking some damage.
Malicious barely escaping. Ooh.
Oh, we got a 2-on-1.
Pitts goes down. Alright. flea and an urban mech against a lone Osiris.
But I don't see the flea. I see the Irby and the Osiris.
So the flea's coming in from Epsilon side. He's gonna try to backstab the Osiris
Oh,
right
there
now.
he is. Wow.
And Malicious goes down. That is game. GG. Great job, Black Pants Legion.
Wow, that was a good match. By both teams had kind of the same idea.
Yep. Let me just go ahead and update my scoreboard real fast.
Looking at the damage spread between BPL, it's pretty even. We got Grinning Thief here running 404 in the Urban Mech. And on the Fjord side, damage spread is equal. Everyone, did their part on that one.
Yeah, the damage spread for Fjord pretty nicely spread. Grinning Thief coming out with the most damage in the match with 404 damage. You want to do a map view?
Yeah, we could definitely do the map view.
Alrighty.
All teams set up.
So we got the map view on the screen. If I remember correctly, we had BPL in the blue start off going full send to Kappa.
That is correct. And looked like Fjord headed up towards Epsilon.
Yeah, Fjord headed up towards Epsilon. They had a scout come to Kappa and then break off. Let's see. After BPL took Kappa, they jumped down the ridge, came and grouped up around this Echo 3, Echo 4 hill. And then, let's see, what happened next?
Well, we had Fjord start coming in. They pretty much dropped off as well and just started coming in towards Delta 4.
Yeah.
What seemed like from what I was looking at, everyone just started migrating towards here.
Yep.
Over here in the corner of Delta 4, and then we just pretty much had a majority of the battles around these stacks.
Yep. And then, of course, you had all of the UAVs, like, just so many.
I am not too sure if I have seen that many UAVs in a match before.
Like you said, information is king.
Yeah, it's cool shots are nice. I mean, I'm a big stickler for having one cool shot, one UAV, every mech.
See, if I'm in a light mech and I'm in a competitive setting, it's always 2 UAVs and then either an arty or a cool shot. Generally, I like to keep stacked up on UAVs just to, keep that information flow. Always got to know where the enemy is.
Yeah, and I have a habit in my light mechs to face tank. I take it as a challenge. Cool shots are needed.
Yep. Alrighty, what's the next map? Series Scrap Metal. Or Series Metal Scrapyard.
What do you think about Series?
I really like it. The only thing that I wish would change is I wish it would be darker.
I agree. Oddly enough, though, I have an AMD GPU, and when it came out, I had the pink graphics bug. I actually really enjoyed it in the pink vision. I could see a lot better, and then of course it's fixed, and now I'm like, wow, it's way darker.
It's no longer pink.
No, I think it's an okay map. It's grown on me. It's definitely grown on me.
Yeah. Do you mind if I swap the map over to series, and we can get just a quick little glimpse at what the map looks like? So we got Kappa, Theta, Epsilon as the cap points. Those maps are pretty far spread. You got the distance from Theta to Epsilon at roughly 1,000 meters, distance from Kappa to Theta at roughly 950. But you have all of these nice little channels that teams can run through.
Yeah, the valleys there I'm a big fan of. If you're an assault with less than 600 meters, I would the valley is your friend on this map.
Oh yeah. Now, I'm curious if any teams are going to take any of the wider valleys to try and sneak around and get back shots.
This map's interesting. If you're gonna try to hold a two cap, looking at the distances, Kappa and Theta are gonna be the two caps that you want to try to hold. But you're a bit farther on Team 1 side from that.
Yeah. Me personally, I would set up to defend Theta Epsilon. And here's why. You can set up mechs like here. Oh, let's see.
Oh, Team 1 is ready to go. They are quick.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna cut this a little bit short. Gonna switch over back to the lobby view. But yeah, you can set up mechs on the D4 ridges and really have cover into Theta, like sightline into Theta, which is really nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we last game wasn't a cap play. Both grabbed one cap. I think that's just in case someone grabbed Theta, but they might not play the cap game on this one. They might just try to find each other as quick as possible.
Ooh, I'm hoping. Well, looks like my my overlays are bugging out a little bit, but currently the score is 1-0 in BPL's favor.
Yes, it was a very close match, and BPL took it in the end.
So you were about to ask a question. What was your question?
What mechs you think we're gonna see on this drop here? We got burned Crusaders.
Okay, so we've burned the Crusaders. We might see bushwhackers, catapults, maybe some chargers. If somebody wants to get the fast brawl in on Scrapyard. Alrighty, looks like both teams are locked. Let's go. Other mechs that I expect to see on this, maybe some Orions, maybe some Dragons.
I liked to toy with the idea of the Dragons. I thought they'd have viability here for sure.
Yeah, Dragons might actually be the play on this map if I'm being honest. Just because you have those long sight lines in the valleys.
I like the Dragons, but one thing that holds me off, jump jets. I think jump jets here play a lot.
Okay. Ooh, you know what? Another mech I expect to see on this map?
What's that?
More fleas.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, please. I would almost take a commando just for the hitbox reasons. They're pretty hard to hit, especially when in these valleys here.
They are hard to hit. See, my thought process behind the flea is like, you can bring the stealth flea, which yeah, it has less firepower than like a flea 17, but you'll ultimately have that stealth armor. And if you paint your mech black, the likelihood of the enemy team seeing you is really low.
What peanut butter? I mean, stealth light mech's peanut butter puts in work.
That's
It
true.
is the hero though.
Alrighty, so it looks like from BPL we got 3 Awesomes, 2 Hatchetmen, and a Phoenix Hawk. Wow. And from Junkyard
Oh,
Dogs we have a Charger 1A1, so that's going to be small lasers.
yep. There's your charger.
We got another Crusader coming out from Junkyard Dogs, another Dervish, what is
Another
that?
blackjack.
Another Blackjack, a Firestarter, and a Roughneck.
Yep.
That is interesting. Interesting choice bringing the Roughneck.
Yeah, I'm more curious about the 3 awesomes.
Yeah, me too. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick little gander.
Yeah, what are they running over there?
4 large X pulse, 4 large X pulse, and 4 large X pulse. They brought the X pulse.
Ooh. That's spicy.
We got a nice little trade going on at Theta. Looks like Junkyard Dogs doesn't know that the Awesomes are coming in, but they should know now. BPL getting just free shots on that Blackjack on Theta. Junkyard Dogs splitting up, trying to encircle BPL, but BPL's not having it. They're focus firing. Looks like Lord Drakewater's Chargers getting drilled in the CT. Ooh, focus fire. Leg goes down on the Charger. Second leg's burnt. Charger goes down.
Wow.
Looks like their focus has shifted now to the Dervish. Ooh,
We got
Dervish
the
just goes
Awesome.
down.
We got the awesome down on BPL side as well as the
One of the hatchet.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
Oh.
Artros with the TK.
That's gonna help yours there.
Yep. Currently a 3v3. We got Firestarter, Blackjack, and Crusader left on FJRD side. The Awesome destroys the Blackjack and gets destroyed himself.
We're on a 2-on-2.
2v2. We got a Crusader and a Firestarter against a Hatchetman and a Phoenix Hawk. Looks like the Firestarter is trying to duke it out with the Hatchetman, while the Crusader's trying to duke it out with the Phoenix Hawk. Never mind. Crusader's trying to go for the Hatchetman. Let's see. How weak is it?
Oh,
Ooh.
the leg's off on that hatchet man.
And his other leg is Cherry.
Oh,
Oh, Junkyard Dogs needs to finish off that Hatchetman, in my opinion. Ooh, the Phoenix Hawk goes down. Or
Crusader's
almost.
leg. Oh,
Crusader goes down. It's a 1v1.
oh, we got the Firestarter.
Ooh, self-destruct. He
Wow.
overheated.
Wow.
GG. Game goes Junkyard Dogs. Now we just
That
gotta
was a
wait for.
match.
that was brawltastic. Especially with those large X-pulse, like, whew.
I had my doubts. I'm not gonna lie. They were very close range with 500-meter weapons. But it was a good match. It was even.
It was. I mean, look at that. Let's take a look at what the Firestarter looks like. Open in the back. Looks like he cooked his arm a little bit. Wait, is he open in the back? Actually, I think he still has armor on the backside. I don't think that Firestarter took, like, any damage. Except maybe to his left leg.
Wow. Oh, he put in work, looking over the damage spread across the teams. Very nice.
Let's see, how much did those Awesomes do? They dealt close to 900 damage all combined. Wow.
Yeah, they came in with a plan, and they stuck to it.
I'm just surprised that the Hatchetman from Wraith Darkstar only dealt 61 damage. That means he got his legs melted quick.
Yeah, there might have been a call to focus. There might have been the first target called, and if that was the case, they stuck to it very well.
One thing FJRD does: listen to the shot caller.
Hey, you could be any of any skill level on any team, and if you guys make a call and follow through, results like that, they're amazing.
Yep, I agree. Alrighty. Now I believe it's time for them to swap sides, right?
That is correct. So we will be swapping team 1 to team 2 and vice versa.
Alrighty.
We will still be on series though. Curious to see what this rematch will look like on this map.
Now, my question is, am I going to need to invite people back to the lobby?
Well, if they take company command like how Outlaw has, they should be able to invite their team back.
Does Outlaw have company command? I don't.
He does for team 1 side.
Okay.
So Ralphie or someone should take company command to team 2 and they'll invite.
Fair, fair, fair.
Yeah, the private lobbies, they're a little tricky. So we did see that charger. We got 2 more in the deck there.
I think Junkyard Dog still has one Crusader left in their bag. Um, you want to do a little map view?
Yeah,
Let's do
bring
it.
up that map.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and clear off all the markings that we have on there. So if I remember correctly, it looked like BPL sent their awesomes this way,
Yeah, they just straight rush Theta.
and they had a hatchetman just go straight onto Theta and get it as fast as possible. Uh, Junkyard Dogs sent mechs out towards Kappa, and some others I think over Bravo 4, which then pushed up into Theta, contested the hatchetmen for a little bit, but then the the awesomes just came up and started blasting away.
Yeah, no, out of those drop decks, the Hatchet Man, that's probably got to be my curiosity there.
The hatchetman, I honestly I forgot that that mech is in the game, but it's
I
such a good strong mech. It's
I
durable. You can slap like 2,000 SRM fours on it.
I almost think of it as like a miniature grasshopper.
Ooh, okay.
You could do very similar builds that you could do on the grasshopper on most of those hatchetmans. That's how I would play it, like a baby grasshopper.
See, what's the hero hatchet man? I forget.
Couldn't tell you, I don't own a single one.
Well, the hero hatchet man, you can fit. I think it is 5 SRM4 on it with a standard engine, and
Wow.
even if your side torsos get blown off, you still have access to 3 of your SRM4s, because you got wait, is it 3 or is it 2? No, I think it's
Now,
3.
Now, do you think the Hatchet Man was out of necessity of weight, or it was actually a strat built with them in mind?
I think it was a strat built with them in mind.
I do too. That deck seemed very purpose built. Didn't catch what was on them, but very, very interesting strats there.
Very interesting. Uh, yeah, I didn't catch what the hatchet men had either. But 7R, that's probably it's got to have missile hardpoints. So I'm guessing CERN bomber.
Yeah, I mean, for comp, SRMs are everywhere, very common.
For comp in an close range brawl situation, especially for inner sphere
Well,
mechs,
that,
SRMs are king.
that's the thing. Those awesomes, they had an optimal of what, 550 or so. They all could have taken pot shots.
That's true.
I think the large X pulse might have been a failsafe if the light mechs died or the
Fair.
lighter mechs.
We got a
Um,
lock from Team 1 side. Just waiting
yep.
on Team 2 to finish locking up. One, two, three,
Yeah.
four, five,
It,
six,
it might.
seven.
I noticed that too. I'm hoping BPL loses an extra person there, or
Yeah, they
no,
they
no, they
they
got it. They got
yeah
it
they
now.
they already kicked somebody out.
I will say this third match here with both having 1-1, this is a pivotal match here.
I'm excited to see how the teams are gonna adapt to you know to each other's playstyle because right now it seems like BPL's trying to go full balls to the walls with the brawls, bringing in X pulses into sub 200 meter range.
I think it's easier to get everyone on board with Brawl versus any sort of range trading. It's a bit of a different discipline versus weapons you can just kind of spray and pray. Uh, and damage, if everyone could alpha one mech at the same time, it's going down. That's better than long range trading every day
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
that and brawl in my opinion is just such an easy and just so simple. It's so easy to do. You can kind of just shut your brain off and say, you know what, your legs are gonna go bye bye.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I love my Gauss rifles. I definitely love my Gauss rifles, but brawling it's fun.
Brawling is so much fun. I love it. I love brawling. Like I do think that players should get comfortable playing all the different weapon systems, getting comfortable in all the different weight classes, but brawl, like, it's just so universal between the weights, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz, if you take a light sniper, right? You're going to be able to reposition quickly. But if you go from playing a light sniper directly to an assault sniper, you're going from moving 140 kph down to 60.
Right. Light
Alrighty.
snipers.
Forgot to switch the team positions on the overlays. Hunters of the Fjordlands, we got a Charger, we got a Hellspawn, Catapult, another Dervish, ooh, another two Dervishes, and an Archer. Is that.
All right.
Did. Did Junkyard Dogs bring a Dervish on the first match? Do you remember?
Mm, that's a tough one. I I I couldn't tell you. I could have swore we at least talked about one dervish last match.
Yeah, definitely saw one
Okay.
Dervish last match. I don't know. The footage
I
is there. I'll let everybody review it. Like, it's whatever. I,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a stickler for the rules, but you know.
Well, I try to tell people, casters aren't referees. We're not really there to. We're just there to provide some good commentary, see what's up.
That's true. That's true.
But that's a good call. You know, in case no one knows, you should only be bringing 3 of a mech across all of its variants. And if you cap an illegal cap point, you have to kill the enemy team. You can't win on caps.
Yep. Looks like BPL's bringing out 3 Jaeger mechs, as well as a Night Star, a Raven, and a Hunchback. Wow.
Ooh, Jaeger mech. Are those the AC-20 ones?
Let's see. Looks like FJRD Junkyard dogs are about to get in the firing line of these Jaeger mechs. And no, these Jaeger mechs are LRM. They're LRM 60.
We got LRMs on the board.
We got LRMs on the board.
Oh.
Looks like we got some missiles coming out from the Jaeger mechs, hitting the charger.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Wow.
Ooh, they are letting loose those missiles, but they are not impacting. They're hitting wall.
So,
FJRD balled up.
Oh, we got some racks going on.
That Night Star is just in such a nice position to get fire on anything that's trying to push them. Charger's going in for the push. He's trying to get close. He's getting a little shredded.
Oh.
Ooh, looks like we do have an AC-20 Jaeger. Just letting it loose on the Charger.
He's being focused.
Ooh, center torso's open. Both legs are open. That left leg is almost gone on that Jaeger. And the
Night
Jaeger
Star
goes down.
Night Star repositioned here.
I didn't even notice the FJRD catapult go down.
Yes, Sniper Joe Mama and Catapult C2.
Ooh, looks like the Charger just went down. That Night Star just
on 5.
Just letting loose those racks.
He has something in his back though, and he's down.
Ooh, nice catch, nice catch. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, what was that? The Dervish?
That was the
Good
Dervish.
job. That was clutch.
Enemy destroyed. Next target.
Looks like a 3v3. Nope, 2-on-3.
Look at those percentages.
Yeah, those Jaeger mechs are fresh. What does this Raven got? It's got Narc. It's got a heavy PPC. How's this
He's gonna
Dervish
want
look? Dervish is out of small lasers, only down to his 2 MRM-30s.
Yeah, these Jaegers can need distance. If Fjord pushes into the alarms.
Ooh, look at this. We got the Hellspawn with 5 SRM-6 getting within range of the Jaeger mechs. Looks like he's focusing legs. Yep. He's focusing that
like
right leg.
There was a call for caps at some point from BPL, looks like.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they have. No, that's FJRD with all the caps. Oh, you're saying that the Raven was called to...
Yeah, Raven left for caps.
Yep.
Or at least Theta.
Well, it is a 2v1 Hellspawn, which is limited by its ammo against a Raven. Yeah.
He is pretty fresh though.
He is fresh.
And they still have cap advantage. He doesn't have to push into him necessarily.
Ooh, gave that back. Just got shredded by those LRMs.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna try to push the LRM Jaeger.
That's if he pushes the Jaeger, he could force the Raven into him.
Yep. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the fight and looks like the Ravens.
Oh.
Ooh, Hellspawn takes out the Jaeger mech. Does not know where the Raven is. Raven gets the back shot. Hellspawn turns around. Looks like the Hellspawn's gonna sit there and try to hunt down the Raven.
Raven showing his back.
Raven's left leg is almost gone. If he can land one more good shot on that leg.
They're about the same speed. I don't know if the Raven realizes it, but he will get caught up to.
Ooh, both legs open on the Raven now.
Oh, you said it was a heavy PPC?
Yep.
I think the Hellspawn, if he doesn't run out of ammo.
Ooh, the Hellspawn can now just leave the Raven. He can run to the opposite
He
side
wants,
of the map.
honestly, he wants to kill him because of that heavy PPC's minimum range.
That's true.
If he had killed the Raven, they still have cap advantage, so yeah, he doesn't have to engage anymore.
He can just run and hide for the next, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Looks like he's
Very
going to
true.
try to flip Theta back. Raven's pushing up onto the point.
I'm really
I
surprised.
think the Hellspawn might be out of ammo.
Oh no.
If you're out of ammo, just run.
Well,
You have cap advantage, like...
yeah, unless the Raven does kill the Hellspawn, the Raven can't win. 'Cause he'll keep flipping caps.
Yep. And he's too far from any other caps to really try to go for any, because as soon as he gets to one cap, the Hellspawn can just turn and burn straight back towards Theta.
Yeah, and on these comp matches, not every match has to be a brawl to the death. Caps do exist, and cap wins happen very often. So that's what we'll likely see here.
Yeah, that's what we are seeing. We're seeing a cap win, boys and girls,
Yep,
and everything in between.
Yeah, the Hellspawn is getting way out of range. Raven doesn't know where he is. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Raven lost track of the Hellspawn. That's
Yeah.
whew. Fight me,
Oh.
you coward.
We have a call out for a one-on-one. See if he takes him up on it. You know, if I was the Hellspawn though, I would be going towards Gamma or Sigma.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Keep him away from the cap points. He's heading right to Epstein at this point. No,
Yeah,
he's not gonna make it, but he is heading there.
He is heading there.
I don't know if he somehow caught a glimpse or he's just going for caps, but
I think he's
I don't know
just
if that
trying to go for caps at this point.
Hellspawn. Okay. If the Hellspawn moves out of there inadvertently, he might get hit by that Raven again.
Hellspawn needs to figure out where the Raven's coming from.
Well, if he steps on Epsilon, he'll at least know that much.
Yeah, let's see. What are those sight lines towards Theta looking like from Epsi? Looks like it might be a little blocked, a little hard to see. All right, so the Raven stepped onto Epsi. Hellspawn now knows.
Is he going to head to Theta? Or is he going to engage?
He's gonna swing wide.
He's going to Theta.
Well,
No point in engagement. Go to Theta, flip it.
Hellspawn knows that he has, like 2 minutes to get to Theta.
Oh, the Raven's gonna head back to Theta. Gonna hold a 2 cap. Though I'm not too sure even with the time if he got the kill if it would matter.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not unless he was able to get the kill and get all the way to Capo within the time limit.
No. He's gonna be able to flip Theta before the Raven gets to him.
Yep, before the Raven even gets over the hill.
Might be seeing a slightly different game if that leg wasn't legged, but that shows the importance of legging your targets, even if you don't kill them.
You can simply just run out the clock.
Resource point
Oh,
Theta is
Raven
ours.
gets line of sight on Theta. Does he see the Hellspawn though?
If he can get a lucky side torso crit, if it's an XL Hellspawn, but at this point, it doesn't matter.
Hellspawn was smart to tick up the counters on Theta.
Yeah, in a situation like this, it's almost worth taking a little bit of extra time to full cap if you can, or even half full cap.
I agree.
So we got about 50 more points here before the match ends.
So that's what, about 25 seconds?
Yeah, it's going in chunks of, well, I mean, he's going to flip Theta back again, so. Do we have the Hellspawn heading to Epsi? No, we don't.
At this point, Junkyard Dogs only needs Kappa to win.
Theta is controlled by the
Yeah, it's, even if the Raven flipped Kappa, it would still go in the favor of Fjord.
Yep.
Because of timeout. So, very good matches there. Again, so very close between these teams.
Yeah, these 3 matches so far have been extremely close.
Yeah, Hunchback 4SP, that's a very common mech. I like to see that. Jaegers, that's the new one for me to see personally. Dervishes, honestly, these team compositions for both so very solid.
I'm liking seeing how organized BPL is with their mech choices. You know, like,
yeah,
they're bringing 3 of the same mech, drop after drop after drop.
And I don't want to say it's because they skirmish a lot of different teams. I know for us in particular, we're a big advocate of burning 3 mechs at a time. So definitely something that they're taking away from everyone they skirmish.
That is fair.
Oh wow. Wow. I like the damage on this match.
Sorry, I'm filling out the scoreboard.
Oh
wow,
no,
look at those damages. We got 500, 600, almost 800, 700. Like, wow.
That Hellspawn 788. Wow.
Well, I'm pretty sure he did burn all of his SRMs.
That's what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
Just ram him to death. You could probably take out that leg with a few hits.
Where did that come from?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the permissions on this room, but I'll do that later tonight. What's the next map? We got Caustic Valley coming up.
Caustic Valley, one of the hottest maps there is? What do you think of the rework? I think I like it to the point where on comp it's very unique on what it offers.
It's unique on comp, but honestly, I miss the NASCAR of old Caustic.
Oh no. You know, I like them all. I like the changes. I think just changing them just is something fresh is appreciated. I would like to see some more environmental things happening though.
Yeah. Like a rainy map?
Yeah, or like a map that rains hot spring water that heats up your mech, or just weird stuff, but just minor tweaks here and there that just adds a little bit of like flavor.
You know, I'm probably gonna be in the minority for saying this, but they should make a foggy map.
Oh, that'd be amazing. So I don't remember what Mech Warrior, but probably 4, and there was some mods, and I remember like a Blood Rain mod. It was so cool. But a foggy map, utilizing like headlights on mechs would be super fun.
Yeah, utilizing headlights like that's one reason why I wish that series was darker and that mechs actually used lamps.
Did you know that you could turn off the light in the cockpit? There's a button to turn off the light.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Someone showed me it, and you can turn it off, and your cockpit legit is a bit darker. It's such a weird little feature.
Now, my question is, do you still get the blinking light when enemies
When
lose
you're
lock on you when if you have radar derp?
Yeah, I think you would still have that.
Okay, so
It's more of an aesthetic thing, I believe.
well, I mean, if it makes your cockpit darker, then it'll make that blinking light a little bit brighter, I would think, so it's
Oh,
easier to
yes.
see.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's the biggest difference I seen was in Solaris City. If you do it on Solaris City, you notice a difference.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what the key binding is, uh, but it's on just a default key bind. You can see in the settings.
Yeah, I'll have to go check that out after these matches. 'Cause that's honestly really interesting. All right, Caustic Valley. Do you think we're gonna have brawl or long range?
Uh, I I think it's gonna be fast, long range. I don't think no one wants to go slow on this map.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm expecting to see probably we haven't I don't think both teams have burned all their chargers, have they?
I honestly have no idea.
I know we've seen the one, but we might see some of those. This map is where the dragons would be, I think, very useful.
Okay.
Um, not having jump jets here is not a deal breaker, but having mobility, I think, plays a lot into this map.
See, me personally, I expect to see more long range on this map, just because it's such a good map to bring long range on.
Yes, but at the same token, you have so many of those rock covers between both spawns and center that potentially, if you're fast enough, you could rush through center into the team. If they're set up for long range, they're not going to be able to sustain a brawl fight.
That's true. That is true.
Um,
I
but anyone's game.
That's true. I'm always of the mind that long range, if you have long sight lines, beats brawl, because essentially all you have to do is decide, you know, hey, we're either gonna focus the CTs or we're just gonna leg them as they're coming in. You know.
I know for higher divs, I would say for the higher divs, long range makes a lot of sense because you have a bit of a better flexibility in how you can play together. But in these lower divs and with all these newer people we're getting, it's the difficulty with long range is you have to hold on to your target, which isn't always the easiest when they're moving, especially quick.
That's fair.
And so I think using that mobility is defensive to try to like, I guess, catch people off guard can help a lot.
Well, let's see. What are the choices that the teams have left for bringing for brawl? I mean, you got the Orion still, which is technically fast brawl.
Uh, what like 70-ish kph?
Yeah, 70, 80, something like that.
So I mean, we know the Crusaders aren't going to be here. The Chargers, if we see any Chargers, that makes total sense to me. But you have to pair it with. I mean, if you're going brawl, to me, what makes sense would be like those Hunchback 4SPs and
Ooh,
pairing them with
okay.
some bigger mechs. Because they go like 90, 94. But long range is so much easier to set up on this map and more quicker. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
if you set up what 3 stalkers,
3 Stalkers, 3 Atlas. 3 Corsair.
Okay, if I see three Ally, I will follow it up. That's gonna be amazing.
Dude, I want to see the Atlas drops. It's ISC. It's Inner Sphere Coalition. Bring the Atlases.
Yeah. Last, second to last drop here, and waiting on that Atlas.
Now, honestly, if a team brings 3 Atlases, I hope they win.
Here's what you do: you bring 3 Annihilators and 3 Urbies,
Oh,
and call it a day.
I forgot about the Annihilator. We're sitting here
That's
talking like stalkers and whatnot for turrets, but nah.
I mean, that's 6 assault max, right?
Yeah. Oh man.
You know, I'm curious. We might see some worms. We've seen some worms on the last match.
Yeah, we saw some worms on series. I wonder, would this be a good map to bring Lerms on? I don't feel like it would be, because you know, like you said, you have all that rock cover, especially down towards Theta in the center of the map. You got all those rock structures.
Yeah, I think if anyone wants to take something away, it's you should never be out in the open. Pick a corner, stay on a corner. If someone comes to your corner like a teammate, relocate, because that spot's tainted. So on this map in particular, no, I don't think Lerms would be a good call.
Yeah. Though it would be fun.
You know, BPL did it, and those Jaegers, I didn't know they were Lerm mechs, but here we are.
I did not know that the Jaeger A variant could boat 4 LRM 15s. That's
Oh, well, shout out to the one that had the AC20s. He was the lone wolf.
He was supposed to be their point guard.
I think on that one, he might have slid off that hill where that Night Star was, and that might have been what doomed it. But really good on Fjord to capitalize on that separation.
Yeah, Fjord just collapsed on that Jaeger with the AC20s, which good call, because if they let that Jaeger just continue to get free shots, it would have been very bad.
And that's the tough call about comp. I feel like it's you want these high alphas, but the cooldown time on some of these weapons like AC20s, if you can't get 2 alphas out compared to an AC10 that could get 2 or 3 out, that's more DPS. So you got to really, if you're having these mechs with these long cooldowns, you got to position them.
Alrighty, looks like both teams are locked. We are green across the board. Let's launch it.
Yes. So we're at a 2-1, right?
2-1 in Junkyard Dog's favor.
All right, so this match here, BPL takes it. We're heading into the last match is just winner takes all.
Yep. Let's see. Can Junkyard Dogs close it out in 4 matches? Or is BPL gonna come back?
The way the matches have gone, it's anyone's guess.
Oh, I'm so excited to see what people bring. Show me your mechs.
I'm glad I'm not the one streaming my map, because I don't know how to work half these controls and spectator. It's been real fun.
I just know WASD, RF, backspace, tab, and enter.
So all the ones you just mentioned, I'm gonna go and use right now to see what they do.
Yeah, tab brings up the mech lists on both sides. Backspace shows the name tags for all the players above their mechs.
That's what I was looking for.
And then spacebar puts the little hexagon around the base of the mechs, the little colored hexagon, so that it's easier to track them. and then
Yeah.
enter if you manage to click on a mech. You hit enter to see its loadout.
Look at me, learning stuff.
Alright, Hunters of the Fjordlands, bringing Corsair, Stalker, Charger, Firestarter, what is that, an Archer? An Archer
Yep.
and a Bushwhacker.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming from BPL at some point.
Look at that, 3 Chargers coming from BPL.
So this is where the burning the 3 mechs, it makes sense because of that synergy. So let's see what they do with them.
You know what, I'm curious, what's being run on these Chargers?
Kappa is under enemy
7 small lasers, of course. Why would it be anything else? What about these
Yeah,
Thunderbolts? 7 medium pulse lasers. Okay, so these are just top dog builds for the Thunderbolts.
We have
5S, is that the ECM one? No.
No, it
No.
has just like 7 or 8 energy hard points.
Yeah, it actually has that quirk for medium pulse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. Utilizing that HSL. I believe it's an HSL for medium pulse.
I think it's actually for just medium laser family.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, well, we got Kappa taken.
Is Kappa a valid point? I don't know the points on this map.
Kappa Gamma, yes.
resource point Theta
So
is
it's
I want
Kappa,
to say the
Gamma,
Cap
Theta?
points on this one are really weird, and I think that's correct. I will pull up the rules real quick.
Oh, looks
Curiosity.
like BPL's Dervish ran out of bounds. And
Oh, no.
self-destructed. So they're immediately at a disadvantage.
Oh boy. See if they can pull back from that.
Let's see. What's on this Stalker? We got 2 binaries, 6 ER mediums. Looks like Junkyard Dog's Charger's out in the open by himself, getting lasered
Yep.
to death by all the other
He's
Chargers.
legged. He
It
is
goes
legged.
down.
It's down. Here comes the Bushwhacker from Outlaw Hunter.
Ooh, Ralphie No Pants in his Thunderbolt gets legged by pushing
Yeah.
ahead of the pack. Looks like BPL is starting to funnel in essentially one at a time.
Yes, that second Charger pushed in by himself a little bit.
It's still
overextended.
it's still 4v4, you know. Both sides are
taking-
equal.
He's trying to draw their attention while BPL pushes in.
Well, it looks like they
Oh.
were focusing that Stalker. They wanted it gone. They wanted it off the field.
Got a 3-on-3 here.
3v3, Corsair running 2 rack 5 on 4 medium pulse.
Corsair Stalkers, yeah.
So we got
Corsair for those worms that last match.
yeah, good, like, you know, Iron Dome.
Oof, that Corsair is being picked apart.
Yep. He's halved. The other side torso is open. He's down to a single rack 5 and a couple of medium pulse lasers. Looks like the leg on Milsurp's Charger is open.
We have a Firestarter that's off near Theta. Was wondering where that other mech was.
Ooh, looks like Pitts is stuck in a 3v1 situation. Gets taken out.
It's up to the Firestarter.
Let's see, what is this Firestarter doing way out here? Is he just running?
Well, they have caps, so
They have all the caps.
if BPL splits up, Firestarter definitely has a good chance here.
So it looks like Grinning Thief's Charger 1A1 is legged. And he's sticking close to a wall with his right leg up against it. Which, I mean, your right leg's gone. You want
would
your left
try-
leg up against the wall, keep it alive. You want to keep that dead leg out in the open.
We have the fire starter on Gamma. I don't know if he knows. The other two are heading there.
Yeah, the Thunderbolt. Let's see. Oh, the Thunderbolt is also legged, but he's still
So we have-
moving pretty quick.
So the BPL has 2 chargers and that Thunderbolt left, and we got the fire starter with
Theta is controlled
Fire's-
by the
the
enemy.
fuel advance.
Firestarter's completely fresh.
What is he? Is that the 7 small lasers? Small pulse?
It is 8 small lasers.
8 small, so he has to get in close if he wants to use them.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows that
Oh,
the legged charger, that its
we-
other leg is.
We have Milsurp on him right now.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, but he's dangerous. His legs are open. If malicious can,
Those
can
charger-
take those legs.
Those chargers, that recycle time is tough to beat.
That's true.
They were recently buffed with a little bit more cooldown and whatnot, and yeah, they're just that much better.
They have resource point Gamma.
If the fire starter can leg them,
He
He will
might
be
have a
able to.
chance.
yes.
Ooh,
Oh, he
leg
got the
goes
charger.
down. Come on,
He
yeah.
got him.
Look at that trading.
Boy,
Whew. Like I said, I
One
might
on
be a
two.
little biased for my boys.
hey, a kill is a kill, and we're here to watch all of its good glory.
Ooh. Junkyard Dog's trying to take back Theta, but the Charger's just watching it, keeping that one living leg on that Charger, you know, in cover. He's leg shielding. Very smart.
The Thunderbolt that's off near Gamma is not legged.
He's not.
Looks like-
I thought he was.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah,
he
yeah.
is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All right, looks like the fire starter just completely gave up on Theta and is wrapping wide.
I think he has to do something. I think with the 2 cap, they're gonna have it in 7 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Charger 1A1's making the smart play. Just sit on Theta, full cap it. That
I think
way.
yeah, a call was just made for the Thunderbolt to go back to Gamma.
Yeah, they're gonna sit on the caps, which is the smart thing to do.
Yeah, it's 3 caps in the situation. 1 on each cap forces an engagement.
Yep.
Best you could hope for is liking the fire starter or killing it.
Yeah, it looks like the Thunderbolt's gonna lay in wait just outside of Gamma.
That's smart. It's capped almost full, so he has a bit of a time to give him false sense of security.
That's true. All right. Junkyard
here it
Dogs
goes.
has touched it.
Oh, and he has more range
He does.
with those mediums.
And more burst.
Oh, he neutralized Gamma.
Ooh, legs open on the fire starter. Can he take out the Thunderbolt before his legs go?
We have the charger. Oh, he's in range.
Legs almost gone on that
Ooh,
Thunderbolt. There we go.
gets it.
Ooh, both those legs are looking dirty for
Oh.
the fire starter. Oh no.
Fire starter is now legged, and he's
Oh.
down. He's gonna have to go back to Epsi or Gamma, and if
And
it doesn't,
recap it.
well, if it doesn't end on Gamma, he has to take Theta or
Kappa, he has to run.
They
Across the
have
map.
resource point Gamma.
Oh,
Looks like he's gonna have to run across the map, or else
Oh,
Junkyard
yeah,
Dogs gets the win. But you know what?
Will
He still has 5 minutes. to
yeah.
get
Will
there.
there be enough? Will there be enough time? Well, a charger legged. What is it going? 46, 48. I mean, that's going about as fast as an assault should.
I wonder if the smarter move right now would instead to just be run towards Epsilon and cap it, because all of the opponents are dead. Once all your opponents are done,
I,
all the caps become available, and Epsilon is a lot closer to Gamma than Kappa.
I hadn't thought about that because if it was me and my team, I think we would be doing the same thing heading to Kappa. I think the problem more lies that it's still counting, right? It's still giving them points.
That's true.
So even if you flipped Epsi, what if it doesn't? What if it doesn't end?
That's fair.
So yeah, I mean, if he can neutralize Kappa, that should just be game no matter what.
Second match in a row where we've had to sit here and watch a legged mech run clear across the map.
Yeah, it's like we said in the beginning, I thought legs would be a big play. They have been mobility on this map with the Chargers. Yeah, both teams knew what they were gonna do, and they both did exceptionally well.
Yep.
Um,
Smart play by BPL to bring just the 3 stack of the Charger, getting them, where they need to be as fast as possible.
Yeah, and like I was saying, with how much cover this map offers, you don't have to be stuck with long range. But also, if you can leg those Chargers before they ever get to you, that's game. Alright, we got 3 minutes left and he's at the cap point.
I think he's got it.
Yep, with probably about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to spare.
Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Game?
Has to go neutral, and then he has to flip it.
Kappa is under enemy
There we
control.
go.
6 seconds off.
Yeah, you were close with that calculation.
Yeah, I try. But that was very good games. Very good match. You know what I'm excited for?
Round 5.
Round 5.
Round 5, baby. Let's go.
This is winner takes all.
Let's see. BPL got the win on drop number 4. It's 2-2.
2-2. This is being in comp. Anyone would know. This is clutch. This is heart racing, blood pumping, adrenaline fun right here.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but Grinning Thief in his Charger, the last mech alive, over 1,000 damage.
Oh my gosh.
He carried the weight of the Dervish running out of bounds.
Seeing 1,000 damage from any team on comp, I loved. It melts my heart. It's amazing.
That's just a lot of damage to farm.
It is, and you'd think there's only 6 mechs, and so 1,000 damage on, that's pretty much a quarter of a mech, each mech guaranteed. All right, we got the final swap. Looks like.
Oh man. Last match. Whew. It's been close. Every single match has come down to being one mech alive.
Yeah, it's when skirmishing with BPL, we like to sit down and try to do like, what did we do right, what did we do wrong? And looking at these matches between both teams, I don't have any critiques. I think both teams have just done what their strategy is, and I think they've stuck to it. And it's I can't have asked for better to watch.
I'm excited to see all these newer players from Junkyard Dogs. These are players that don't have a big mech selection, so they're fighting really well for not being able to bring like a full 3-stack of a mech of a certain chassis.
Yeah, and I think with that, because we take on a lot of newer people to comp, I like taking that opportunity to where like, hey, I don't have the mech, I can't buy one. I have this, and if you can get that to synergize with other mechs, it doesn't have to be perfect, but that synergy, it'll work.
Oh yeah. BPL stating that their Dervish
Oh,
got DC'd, but it was too late in the match to call.
yes. Yeah, I think it's if any cap has been taken in what, 2 minutes into the game or
Yeah.
30 seconds, it's very strict, and yeah, they couldn't call that hold, and they had to make do with what they had.
Yep.
I do know, I don't know if I think PGI's fixed it a bit, but I do know on Caustic the red outline wasn't as accurate as we would have liked, and I think they fixed it to where
It's
it's a lot better now.
it is a lot better now. Now you're not standing like 50 meters outside of the red line on the minimap. But I remember, I remember playing and being able to go way outside
I,
the red line.
it's fun for a minute. Redesigning a map, you gotta redo everything. I can't imagine the work that goes into that. But yeah, it's kind of funny playing the quick play matches and seeing like people out with like the boonies.
Yeah.
Like everyone went over there because it was just so fun for while it lasted.
Fighting around that one rock that's out of bounds.
So, yeah, good times.
Yeah. No, I honestly I miss old Polar, I miss old HPG, I miss old Caustic. I want them back.
You know what I've been saying? I appreciate the upgrades and the updates, but why not throw the old maps into the rotation?
Yeah.
Why not have both? Why not have, the old classic and new?
Yeah, like yes, I get that old Polar was bad because lerms and blue lasers, like unlimited sightlines. I get it.
But also, that's the charm of it. If you had a alarm boat you wanted to test out, you wanted that map.
Yeah, you wanted to get Polar because you're pushing through the trenches, and it's either somebody makes the mistake of going up and getting rained on, or your entire team is in the trenches and nobody has sight on anything.
And I've thought about like why not doing like terra therma and just taking some of these maps and just changing their temperatures, right? Terra therma is now ice, and take hibernal and make it extremely
Oh,
hot.
okay.
Where you don't really have to change anything other than maybe some visuals.
You know, I
Again, a lot of work, but still.
I would argue that hibernal is technically as hot as terra therma in one spot.
Oh well, yeah.
Right in that one little lava patch.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna take my spider and I'm gonna go jump jet onto the waterfall.
Mm,
Take like an ER large up on the waterfall in that spider. It's pretty fun. You get no damage, but it's fun.
yep. Uh, no, I honestly I could see bringing back old Polar as being viable, especially with the updates to LRMs that are coming. You know, it's lowering the firing arc by 50
Ooh,
meters.
Oh my, thank you, thank you.
So like, you're not going to be able to arc them up over obstacles as much. So we'll see. All right.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for a lot of the updates coming up.
All right. Both teams are locked. Let's
we
get
got
it.
four. We got 420 tons from BPL and 425 from Fjord, maxed out there. Well, we got those chargers burned, so we won't see those.
Wonder if they're gonna bring the Orions, because that's the next fastest brawl mech that they could bring.
Honestly, I'd almost I don't want to give spoilers, but there is a cataphract I would almost take.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Yep. If y'all take that, you're welcome.
The players who know, they know.
I'm so anxious for this drop.
2-2. BPL Junkyard Dogs. Winner takes the money.
And this is first week, so this sets the tone for the rest of the comp ISC season.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it, but being here with you, thank you for allowing me to be here. This has been a pleasure.
It's always more fun to have somebody that you can chat with while casting the match. It makes it easier, makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not just a bunch of dead air. Let's see. Hunters of the Fjordland bringing Nightstar, Corsair, Osiris, Hatchetman, another Nightstar, and a Crusader. BPL bringing 3 Maulers and 3 Centurions.
So they stack 3 on 3.
Interesting. Wonder what they're bringing on that 1R. That's what, 4 missile hardpoints, 4 ballistic hardpoints?
Is it AC 5?
Let's see.
Under.
We got one of them with 4 SRM6, 2 LB20, 2 LB20, or sorry, not LB20, LB10s. So it looks like just LB10s.
Brawl.
Yeah, it's just splat brawl.
They're gonna go in their face. That their plan is to get into their face and hit them.
Yep.
Looks like we have both teams engaging already.
The Nightstars are letting loose racks on the Maulers from range. Maulers looking like they're just posting up, waiting for them to get a little bit closer so that they can use their SRMs.
If those Nightstars stack up those racks, you can't contest that damage.
Yep.
And it looks like we got some rotation going on.
Looks like BPL threw up a UAV right around Theta. Getting a little bit of information, Brad.
Looking for an opening, I think. Oh, we got a Centurion pushing in the center.
We got one Centurion trying to swing around the side, but getting caught out by Hatchetman and Crusader.
That Corsair 7A has racks too.
Ooh, they brought the rack deck. I don't know which fight to focus on. There's 2 fights going on. We got Crusader, Hatchman, and Osiris fighting off 2 Maulers and 2 Centurions. Let's see. Corsair and the Crusader for Junkyard Dogs just went down.
Ralphie No Pants just goes down in his Mauler.
Let's see. Nightstar, Hatchetman, Osiris playing around with the Mauler. Let's see. What's this other fight?
Nightstar's legged.
Nightstar goes down. Oof. It is now a 4-on-3 with Sushi self-destructing.
BPL lost another Mauler. They're down to 1 Mauler. 2 on 4.
2 on 4. Junkyard Dogs Hatchetman got legged and destroyed. All that's left for Junkyard Dogs is a Nightstar and an Osiris.
This Weaver and Wraith are both legged, it looks like. So it's another leg situation here.
Leg 'em and leave 'em. Ooh, looks like the last Night Star on the Hunters on Junkyard Dogs goes down. It's all up to Malicious and his Osiris.
He's got the jump jets.
He's got the jump jets, he's got the verticality. He's got the mobility.
Oh,
He gets the
picked it.
kill.
Oh,
Oh,
We've
was
gathered enough
destroyed.
resources. This
GG.
trial will provide us huge tactical
wow.
benefits.
And there we have it. Good games.
Great games. Grab those stats. Looking at the scoreboard, Mauler, Wraith Darkstar's Mauler putting in some work, 500 damage. Damage spread across the teams pretty nicely.
I do want to point out the assists on BPL side.
Yeah, the amount of assists.
That yeah, 3 Centurions, 3 Maulers. Wow.
That was a deck that I was not expecting at all.
Like I said, I had skirmished them earlier this week. That was not in their deck at all. All of this was, new to me. Wow. Wow. Both teams. I was rooting for both teams that whole time.
Man, honestly, me too. It was such a good match.
Yeah, BPL, Fjord both played a phenomenal match here. Phenomenal to watch. Makes me think back on things that I wanna try to steal.
Yeah, you thinking about stealing some of these loadouts?
Yeah, I'm a stickler for unique things and unique builds, and if they work, they work.
Oh man, just 3 Centurion, 3 Mauler. Wow.
Yeah, you can tell a lot of thought went into that drop deck.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think of that as a potential drop deck. That's
Maulers aren't something you see a lot in comp, at least for the divisions that I'm in, or at least last year, right? We used one, but yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone else use a Mauler.
yeah. I'm used to seeing Maulers with like AC5s and AC2s, but
Yep.
but not Splat Brawl.
Maybe it's mobility. They probably had the ability to go a little bit faster than some of the other assaults.
Probably. I will say though, it was smart of BPL to keep those Maulers ahead and have the Centurions come in from behind them. Let the Maulers soak up some damage while the Centurions can get into a position.
Well, there's, if I had to guess, those Maulers were standard engines, possibly to try to zombie and soak up as much damage.
Probably.
For that reason.
More than likely. Alrighty.
But yeah.
Well,
Makes me excited for my match tomorrow.
yeah. Who are you facing off against tomorrow?
I have no clue. I kind of just go into it. We've done one skirmish this week. We haven't really trained much other than quick play, so it's gonna be scuffed but fun. But I'm trying to get a caster, so
What time is your match?
I think it's default 7.
Oh, okay.
Mountain Standard.
Yeah, no, I already have a match scheduled for that time that I'm casting.
No worries.
Sorry, otherwise I would
Oh
do
no. Yeah, well, maybe next time.
it next time.
Well, good luck in your matches. Catch you.
Me personally, I'm not playing this round. I'm not playing this tournament. I decided to stay out of it. and just focus on casting, making sure that more teams get cast this year, because I know that that's one thing that everybody always wants for their teams. Everybody wants to get casted. Everybody wants those videos where they can look back and be like, yo, look at what we did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone wants those bragging rights, and then everyone wants it for training.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. Well, I'm sure I'll see you. If you ever need a co-caster and I'm available, let me know.
Alrighty, I'll hit you up. Thank you so much, Brandon, for dropping by. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, and good luck.
Yeah. Best of luck in your match tomorrow.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Take it easy.
Bye.
Alrighty. And with that, we are going to end the stream. Thank you all very much for coming out, supporting both Black Pants Legion and FJRD Junkyard Dogs. I'm Luscious Balzac, and it's been luscious. Peace.